there is a trifecta of day trading, which I have. It seems to me, essentially climbing the Everest of the market is to understand three things. Understanding these three things provides a guidance in becoming a truly, essentially setting the groundwork. Is setting the groundwork for becoming a truly becoming. It's like preparing a foundation for growth. In order, see, it's like in the Bible, it says that Jesus Christ is the bedrock upon where a home is built. Anything else is like building a home on loose sand. It's written, it's somewhere in the Bible that way. And so what I've noticed that I have been struggling with, that many of the pro day traders talk about, is you will know more about yourself than before. And what I've noticed are these three things. One of them is there's the emotion. The second part is addiction. The third part is ignorance. Ignorance is a superset of those other two, emotion and addiction, because not knowing that there's emotion and addiction involved in day trading, that will perpetuate for the rest of my life. And so understanding those two principles is a starting point where finally I can ascend. Without knowing these things, I could trot along and it would be plaguing me throughout my career. So, pardon me. So, here the third part is being ignorant. Ignorance is not knowing those other two things, emotion and addiction. Pardon me. Now the third part is not knowing how to trade. That's pure ignorance. I am an ignorant man, both emotion and addiction. And I'm finally getting a handle of these things that trigger these emotions. And I have to tell you that when my trading buddy is doing well today and I'm like down in the dumps, losing a lot of money, it doesn't make me feel good at all. I admit it. It's good for them. It's good for my trading buddy. I'm glad for him, but I don't feel good because I'm not making money today. However, I learned that I've discovered something today about something that I have not. See, these are things that I would not understand without actually like living in this world. Making those connections is possible only by experiencing and living through it and going through the process. And it took me a while to get to this process. And it's an incredibly valuable thing to do. See, my account is small, so whatever I lost may be big to the account, but it's still small. That small price is a small price to pay for the lesson that I've learned today. So now that I understand the emotions are the things, people talk about this. Well, just trade so that your emotions are going to kick in. They don't say that is the problem. They don't say that there's. See, I couldn't read between the lines when they say trade small that your emotions don't get in. Emotion is a problem in day trading. It really is. Emotion is part of everything that we do. When we're having a dialogue, this person could say something to me that would trigger something. It's called pushing the buttons, right? There are things that will push the buttons in you, and that that erupts in emotion. So it's fantastic. So now it's incredible. It took a long time. That's why it takes Al Brooks 10 years. Even though he was a medical doctor of the eyes, but he wasn't aware of the psychological. I believe that's the reason why it took him so long, because he's smart enough. It's the psychological emotion of defeating the emotion and the addictive personality that was in him. That took him 10 years. That's why. So and my mastermind group is telling me, hey, I hope it doesn't take you as long as Al Brooks. And now I see what they're talking about. They don't say it. Those guys don't say it. They don't say it's the emotion and addiction. Plenty. It's emotion and addiction is the path. It's the black hole of day trading. Once I master those two things, I can punch right through and start diffusing my ignorance of day trading. And one of the ways to diffuse my ignorance of day trading is making sure that my signals are there before I enter. It's called this FOMO and emotion and the addiction that kicks in. I have to be aware of that. So I have to be willing. I have to be willing to wait for that signal so that I'll be on the backside, not on the front side. Backside, not on the front side. If I get on the front side, chances are I'm too early, and it could cause me to draw down a serious amount of money. So I need to be on the backside. I need to be always on the backside. But the backside has the nasty tendency to just shoot up or shoot in the direction to where it's going, because everybody recognizes it. So that is the fear that I have. So as a novice trader, I need to be on the front side so that I can anticipate it, so that I can ride it up. That is the easy part of it. The hard part is timing it so that okay, this video is very loud. I admit. Now, how should I call this video? Taming the ignorance. Ignorance. I think it's called ignorance. I'm going to work on this, and my next step would be I'm going to compile signals from at this point. From this point forward, I'm going to compile signals that tells me where to get in and where to get out. First of all, I'm going to compile signals that tells me I need to get. Wow, this is fascinating. I can start either way. Okay, so in day trading, I can just get in anytime. I can just enter at any point, at any point, as long as I know where to exit. Okay, as long as I know what my strictest rules are for exiting, then I know how to trade. And then I can fine tune it. I can work it front ways or back ways, whichever way that I want to work on. So that is my next step.